Hi Cancer, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. Welcome back if you're a subscriber. Welcome in if you're new. This is a weekly reading for the week of July 19th through the 25th. And we have two pretty big items I want to talk about right now. Firstly, I want to say we are moving from Cancer season this week. So happy birthday to the last few days of you Cancer birthday people. Into Leo season. All right, and that is going to be happening on the 22nd. So we're moving into Leo this week. We also have a full moon in Aquarius at 1 degree, which is culmination, a big awareness, a closure on something, and jumping right into something new in my book. Something brilliant. Okay, Cancer, abundance. For you, abundance. This is from the Spirit of the Animals Oracle by Jody Bergsma. I love these paintings. They're creamy, dreamy animal totem cards, and I love that very much. Bison, abundance. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. Look at that beautiful painting. Cancer, the bison, abundance. I'm also going to pull a 9 card from the Druid Craft Tarot from Philip and Stephanie Cargon. These are large tarot cards, so a little harder for me to handle. But they are gorgeous and I love them. Also, the artwork is by Will Worthington and I'm a big fan. Okay, now I do want to say also this week that Venus is in Virgo. Venus is, of course, the planet of love, money, and beauty. Virgo, very much about the detail-oriented things that we do every day, health, well-being, and our service to the world, to humanity, in whatever way that we can provide a service to people. So, going over things, checking our lists, and making sure that we're taking care of business, basically. Okay, that's very much Virgo energy. For anything Venus, which is love and money. So we can be talking about going over the details of some things we need to change in relationships and talking about that. Or perhaps money, budget, work, stuff like that. All right? Mercury is in Cancer, talking about feelings, thinking about feelings, and being very authentic about it. Communication is the bridge to intimacy, so I think that's an excellent energy. All right, first card out. Opposing Pluto and Capricorn, so that's about making changes and, you know, the balance of power in relationships. So these are deep things that are changing in our lives so that we can learn how to grow. Right? We're learning how to grow, and in relationships, we're learning how to grow together. Allowing each other to grow. That's so beautiful. All right, so, but you know, it can be challenging, right, to have those conversations about what needs to change and how we feel about things. Awesome. Okay. I can see that you are a little bit hung up about something that's been burdening you, yeah, for a while. And you're ending Cancer season, Cancer, because your card is here on the table. Dealing with your shadow, what has kept you burdened about something. You've looked at it, you've seen it, you're conquering it. Oh, it's so good. I love that about you. Like, you are willing to do the emotional work. This is incredible, this reading. This is a reading of strength, of will, and wisdom. Seeking deep wisdom and change in yourself, firstly and foremostly, and then perchance with others. Oh my gosh. This is a life-affirming reading, Cancer. Wow. Abundance is right. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill me with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. Bison. Okay, let me read this for you. On the bottom of the deck, you have the sun. Now, the sun is such a strong card that it literally spreads its rays of light, dappled sunlight, over the entire reading. It is the best card in the deck, and it not only is about enlightenment and truth in authenticity, but also joy, childlike wonder. It's feeling really alive, like really alive, and aware of the beauty of life. Seeing life for what it is, seeing the leaves on the trees, seeing the birds and the butterflies, hearing, the water and the brook. It's being alive and being grateful. It really is that. Abundance. I love that so much. Okay, Bison. Let's read it. Alrighty. Indomitable spirit, endurance, survival, strength, abundance, virility, prosperity, prayer. The North American bison, often called buffalo, was the ruler of the American plains. Bison represented the abundant life, the will to survive, and the ability to adapt. Native Americans relied on them for the blessings of ample food, shelter, and warmth. They considered all bison sacred. If bison comes to you, it signifies that you're walking in harmony with Mother Earth. Call upon buffalo for guidance, and you will feel a great force rising within you. You can align with a surge from nature that will empower you. The white buffalo was the most sacred of all. She brought the peace pipe and visible prayer to the people. If you are a bison person, you will feel called to connect to the Great Spirit in prayer. From this deeper place, all blessings and gifts will flow. Bison invites you to discover your own sacred way, create your own ceremonies, write your own prayers. The great mystery is right beside you. Just open the door and walk through. White buffalo is waiting. I think today, Cancer, this is about the spirit of gratitude and the grace that brings into your life. Attitude is everything. And the attitude of gratitude is powerful. It creates miraculous, beautiful change and allows for it. It's as if your soul is just reaching up and opening your arms up and saying, I accept what you bring and I am grateful. Saying it to God, saying it to the universe, saying it to the earth. And feeling abundant. Feeling like not only that you're just so alive, but that every part of yourself has been an important teacher in your journey. And I'm saying that because of the cards I'm looking at on this table. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 10 cards are major arcana. Now, the major arcana are the hero's journey, from the Fool to the World card in the tarot system, right? They're the big moments in life, life lesson moments, pivotal things that we go through on the hero's journey, right? We learn, we get our tools, we move forward, we become abundant, we face odd, things that happen, and then we take our fall, and then we rise back up, and we achieve finally, and we become that hero, the hero of our own life, right? Because we are writing our own life story. All the other cards in the tarot are the minor arcana, including all the cards that represent people or the archetype personalities. And then there's the 1s through the 9s, which is the progress that things are happening. Now that's just the basic system, right? Because most of the cards on this table are major arcana, it's a deeper reading. It's more philosophical. It's not about the nit-nat things that are happening in life, right? Progressing through certain things. This is like big picture stuff. And when the bottom of the deck is Sun, this is enlightenment. You have come to a deep wisdom and understanding of yourself. And I'm saying that because, number 1, top of the line, strength. You facing your own identity. The Strength card is the Leo card, and we are entering Leo season this week. From Cancer, your season, Chariot, into Leo season. So this is the time that we're in. And believe it or not, the Two of Swords is right between them. You are going from one path to a new path and a new time frame. I guess, oh, actually it was this way. Yeah. Look at that. Do you believe that? Look at that. So in Cancer season, I think you really learned about yourself. And when I say your ego, I don't mean vanity at all. Okay? I mean it in the terms of the psychological understanding of our ego. Ego, superego, id, right? Psychologically. And understanding that we have a light, that we have a shadow, and that somewhere in between is our awareness of what's greater than us, God consciousness, or collective, the collective unconscious, if we want to talk about Carl Jung, which I could talk about all day. But I'm not, you know, I digress. Okay. The Two of Swords is a decision moment. It's a crossroads, right? And it's, for these cards right now, these are timing cards for me in this reading. You know, it's just saying that right now you are just, you know, you're asking yourself, what about me? Because Leo, the Strength card, is about our ego. It's about battling our own self. And it takes inner strength to face our own truths and to conquer them. Okay? In this, she's conquered the boar. In most decks, it's a lion. But it represents our wild, untamed side of self. And that we have to battle it our whole lives. And I'm saying that because, and I'm going to cover this very beautiful artwork that is rather revealing in this particular deck, which I will cover for obvious reasons. The Hangman, and it shows quite a bit here. The Hangman is when we are upside down looking at ourselves and learning something about ourselves. Seeing ourselves and seeing our lives through a different lens. He's naked in this, Will Worthington's such a brilliant artist. In this deck, it really is about our naked soul. Looking, you know, eschewing everything in life that is, you know, the job, the car, the house, the bills, where are my car keys, and eschewing all of that and getting naked and giving ourselves the naked truth and seeing things in a deeper way. That's this card, the Hangman. So we take some time out to do that. Because there's a burden here. So let me cover that. Bit of the Mr. Man there. So there's a burden that you've been carrying deep inside, and it's your shadow. Okay, and this Celtic deck, Nunos, is the Devil card. It's the shadow. And so you are looking at your own shadow, your fears, the things that have held you back in life, and you're learning from them. You're saying, I have come a long way, baby. I am facing stuff. And by the way, guess what card beats this card? Like how we face our fears and conquer them? The Strength card. When you get this card, you want the Strength card if you can have it, or the Star, or the Sun. All right, so Cancer, wow, are you doing a great job. Facing your stuff. Facing your stuff because you've carried it for a very long time. Only you know what this is. You know, the wands or the sticks, the suit of fire is our will, our drive, our ambition. It's what we want to do, but it's also our effort, right? It takes energy. It's our chi energy. And how we use it in the world, you know. If we shove it down, we get stressed out. We don't release it, you know. If we're still too long, if we're not moving in life, moving forward, we get stuck. And this represents that stuckness, as well as that representing the stuckness, being controlled by things that hold us back, right? And, you know, seeing that for what it is, all right? So you work on it. You've put into practice this, taking time to actually see it, your naked soul, and what you're trying to do in your life. With the Hermit card, yes, looking at it, all the effort you've put in, all the work you've put in, and what you stand for, 7 Wands. In this card, the Seven of Wands, it's like no matter who disagrees with you, no matter who shoots their slings and arrows, you stand on the top of the mountain, you take the high ground, and you stand for what you stand for. It's like you stand for something or you'll fall for anything, right? You stand for something, Cancer. You've stood for something your whole life. Because this reading is about something you've been dealing with your whole life. 6 out of 10. 6 in numerology is about the harmony and balance that we have in life. Because 3, the number of creation, and 3, the number of creation, in the 6, we're co-creating, aren't we? Right? We're co-creating with the universe in a perfect balance. You and God. God consciousness, universe, however you want to look at it. Whether you're a religious, faithful person, whether you're scientific-minded and agnostic, no matter who you are working in a co-creative process of manifestation, right? Running your own life. And there's outside sources, something greater than you, whatever it may be, and that, you know, you're really thinking about it. And you're like, what do I stand for? And not only what do I stand for, but how am I working through my issues? Because if they're still on your back, you're throwing them off. Your inner child is speaking up, Cancer, this week. And it's saying, I'm done with that issue. Whatever it was, whatever it has been for you, this represents your inner child, your true self, your naked soul. And, you know, that you're just not going to put up with either feeling angry or disillusioned by life anymore. You're gonna just allow yourself to be exactly who you are so that nothing anyone ever says to you can get to you anymore. So let's go down the vertical and I'll explain why that is. Okay, strength. You're conquering something within yourself because you've been willing to look at yourself deeply and work on it. Actually do the work of going into your shadow side self, right? The part that has fear and anger and jealousy and rage and all of the things that we're very uncomfortable feeling and talking about or dealing with. So in our nice, polite society, we just shove it all down and don't say anything at all. I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine, thanks. How are you? I'm fine. Right? It's just, it's what we do. So, you know, go to therapy, right? But what if we do that for ourselves every day? Through prayer. Through actually talking to our partner in the universe that we're co-creating with and saying, hey, can I have some help here? I really could use some help. Understanding myself. Why does that get to me? Why can't I get past that? Right? This is a big reading. This is a life-changing time for you. And it's about, it says, teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. It's really about how to be grateful for everything in life. For just being alive itself. Because no matter what's going on, no matter who comes up against you, whatever comes up against you, like, you're at peace. They're not worried about this at all. That fear, it's like, I'm sleeping just fine. You know what I mean? Because you've dealt with it. So that was the first line in the vertical. You're making a choice. You're taking a new road. You know, The Road Less Traveled. I love that book so much. The Road Less Traveled. M. Scott Peck, right? I think that's right. Please leave me a comment down below if that's wrong. I believe that's correct. M. Scott Peck. Read it when I was like 17 or 18. Well, maybe a little older. Might have been 20, something like that. But it changed my life, actually. So you're looking at life as that there's new possibilities. And, you know, you may not change anything on the outside of your life. Like, it may not be a new job or moving to a new state or starting a new relationship. It may just be completely internal. like you're freeing yourself of carrying this burden, because you're seeing there's a whole different new way of looking at life. And you've done that because you've taken this time to go inside like the hermit, the 40 days and 40 nights in the desert, right? He's got the lantern, and in the lantern is the star, his guidance. And he sees within himself, right? He goes, the desert represents nothingness. The only thing he sees or feels, it's all internal. Look at you doing the work, soul path work, what I call Sophquesting. You're on your Sophquest. Look at you, Chariot. This is your card, Cancer. You get in the driver's seat and you say, no, I'm just fine. No matter what, come what may. Look at you, Cancer. You're going to drive to your destination and succeed at conquering this, come what may. Because you know now what this is. I keep dropping cards today. What this has been for you. Whatever that issue was. Your bright, white, naked, gleaming, vibrant soul knows itself. That's when the spirit of true gratitude just for being alive starts to vibrate within you. Do you know what that attracts in your life? Abundance. And, you know, it could be anything. An abundance of love, of friendship, of beauty, of laughter, of health, of whatever it is that you value. You look very deeply at your life and you are being cloaked in wisdom. Fill my life with goodness, it says. How about an abundance of goodness? Just goodness. I love that so much for you, Cancer, and I wish it for you. I pray it for you. Kindness, reverence, and gratitude every day of your life. May you be blessed. Thank you so very much for coming by the channel. I wish you well. If you liked it today, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're interested in hearing more, subscribe and click the notification bell so you can get your weekly readings. By the way, if you're interested in hearing any other readings for your sun, moon, rising signs, or want to watch your honey's reading or whatever, you can go to my weekly readings playlist. All right, and all 12 will be there. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you again next week. Bye.